Welcome back, class, to another live stream of Animation Collab, where I experiment with new techniques in my animation laboratory in collaboration with other content creators. I'm going to continue the collaboration with Andy from the Attack, Detect, Defend YouTube channel, where he creates cybersecurity videos. He's asked me to animate one of his cybersecurity videos, and I've been doing that for many streams. If you've missed those, you can catch up on the replays on my YouTube channel. There's a whole series for Andy's collab and other collabs I've done before. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I had to interrupt the stream, so I'm back now. I hope you managed to find your way here from the previous live. Welcome. So, yeah, I would say let's jump right in. If there is any, I think my sound is low, even though I totally checked the sound before this time. But every time I restart something, the levels go to 50%. It's super annoying, and I don't know how to keep it that way. I fixed it so many times, and it just won't. It just won't do it. I just won't stay at the level I want it to be at. Well, thank you, Happy Light, and thank you for tuning in today. Let's jump into the animation. So, my OBS is slightly too big, and as per usual, it doesn't want to be smaller. So I'm going to have to crop the chat, which is probably going to create difficulties when I actually want to read the chat. So that's annoying. I could also just place my chat somewhere else. I mean, that's an option. That's an option. Oops. Yeah, that was not planned. Okay, let me reset. Every time we do a stream, I have to do this shifting around and technical difficulties stuff, even though every single time we start the stream beforehand, I set everything up. It's so annoying. And I don't know how to not have it be that way. Okay, this is clearly not working the way I want it to. Sorry about that. But I'll be right with you. I think this is the... Yeah, that's totally cool. Feel free to lurk. I'm gonna try and place this chat in such a way that I can actually see it. And hopefully that'll work. Okay, how's that? This way I can see the chat. And you don't see my OBS. Win-win, I'd say. Okay, so my After Effects is a bit messy now, because I had to restructure everything. There we go. Nice and tiny and squeezed in, as it should be. I will not put my headphones on yet. I'll put my headphones on later. So, let's see what we've done so far, and I'll turn on the desktop audio, and hopefully... this is annoying. Okay, I don't want this chat to be popping up every time I touch OBS. I have to make the chat even smaller, but it cannot be smaller! Ah! That's just excellent. Okay, if I place it just here, it won't keep popping up. Cool! I can't write in the chat now, but hopefully I don't have to. I can just respond to you this way. Okay, so let's see what we've got. I'm gonna pre-render what we've animated last time, and I am gonna put on my headphones, otherwise I cannot hear.
Now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is to write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is
okay, that's cool. Ah, stop playing. Stop it. Okay, so
access. This is all about getting.
And I think at this point when we move into the initial axis, I just need like a slow, constant movement. So I've got the monitor that kind of moves in like this. And maybe I'll just have the scale beginning from here. Yeah. No. Cannot have the scale. Or... I've got the letter. Where's the letter? It's the envelope. It's this one. Let me turn off the things I don't need to see, and then I can just turn on the shy toggle. And then we don't have so many layers going on here. Okay, so let's turn on the shy toggle. That way we only see the layers that we're animating with. Okay, and also this feels kind of huge. I think I'm gonna maybe take away one of these modes. Maybe we'll just turn off the mode so we have a little bit more real estate with in the timeline. So we've got this. And now, yeah, maybe I do want the scale to start from here. And then the mailbox, maybe that starts here as well. Okay, so I want a little bit more real estate on this, and I'm gonna put a 75% ease on that. And on this. And this needs to leave right before this scales up. So I think it can be a little longer. Like that, maybe. I don't want it to overlap, so I want to avoid this this sort of overlap here. So okay, so that can be locked off. So I want this to be there. Okay, so actually this is not moving anymore, so it's like and then I want this like thing to come down again. The mailbox tab, it's that one. Whoops, I want to copy paste the keyframes, and with a right click I can reverse keyframes. You can't see that because it's too low, but I go right-click, keyframe, assistant, and then on this window, which you barely see at the very bottom, it says time reverse keyframes, and you need at least 2 keyframes to do that. So now I'm going to turn the shy toggle, shy switch back on. Oh, so the mailbox should be probably like here. This can be like out, out. Oh, okay, it does actually need to be that far out. All right. So it's like, okay, let's have this 100%. Why is that like continuously moving? No, no, I don't want it like that. Okay. I think that's too far back. Let me bring back this. I want to see that at the same time. I think the envelope just needs to come out later, I guess. At this point, we can just have it further in. Ah, damn it. Okay, so maybe it just needs to be smaller. Okay. Nope, that's terrible. I think this should actually be a auto bezier, so it keeps scaling up until it's at its like final stage. Okay, let's see. Then I need the envelope flaps to open again. And it should be this one. Oops. So, and that's the envelope front, which apparently doesn't have these keyframes. Path. Okay. Why does this have a separate group? Oh, that's the... what? Oh, I see. This is not... okay, I see. So at this point, it needs to be over behind the letter. I think. So this works, right? Yeah. And this needs to be way lower down. And then all of the envelope stuff can be cut. Well, I shouldn't cut it before I know the exact timing. So let's just make sure that the timing actually works. And there's a breath here, which I will cut out. Like that. Okay, let's see what that looks like. And I will properly render it this time. I hope you can hear me well. The microphone seems to be working, so.
Foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step.
Okay, I actually need to compare this to the storyboard, which is this guy right here. And we are at this stage. So we've got the initial axis. Excuse me. So we've got the initial axis, and then we've actually got this coming out before. I mean, I could do that this is coming out. Yeah, that way, actually, that's probably better. That way the scene isn't so long with this whole... One, two, three. Oh. Okay. 1, 2. And then... And then I want this to move out. And actually, I want this to be larger, maybe like 30. I think somebody's calling me. I'll be right back. Right, here I am, back again. Back at it again. Alright, so, yeah, it's a little bit tough getting the timing right around here. So basically I wanted to come in, the letter to come out, and this pretty much immediately to leave. So probably like the same time it comes up. Maybe I can just remove this. Maybe this can just be like really short. Oh, let's see how that looks. Hello, are you gonna play back? Oh. Maybe I won't have it go back down because it's kind of odd. And as it's growing, I think at this point I already want this and this happening. At this point, so it's like, and I guess the position has to change slightly. This can happen later. I'll just push that aside. And I need these to be 75%, I guess. I'll just have this go. Nope. Okay. And at this point, it can already be zooming in, I think. No. Maybe it'll start zooming, but it'll be slower. Let's see if that works. No, I don't want it to start zooming in already. So I want it to be like... And then let's move this away. And then at this point, I guess the envelope can drop out. And this can move into position. Oh, it's slightly too tall. Okay. Yeah, because this has to go back down to like 25, I think. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay. So it's like this. And let's just bring the scale down. I think it was like 25 or something like that. Bring this up and then I'll bring this down. And then we have something like this. Let's see. Whoa. Why is it going further up? Why is it moving? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. I don't actually want a position on this. Okay, I see. Oh no, why is the bug not parented to the letter? God damn it. Is it supposed to? No, this time the bug actually isn't supposed to be. Before the letter, it's behind the letter because then the door opens, so to speak. and like lets the bug in. Oh, why is the bug black like that? Oh no. There we go. Okay. Fixed it. Now this has to happen at the same time. And this too. And now we're at this point. It might have to be just a tiny bit larger actually. Which means the letter needs to be slightly lower. Like that. And the bug needs to be higher. Okay, let's check with the voiceover.
The attack can begin with initial access.
There's a big pause here.
This is all about getting the initial access. This is all about getting the This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door.
Okay, at this point it already has to have finished this transition. So let's go here. Why is this not aligned? Oh God, why? What do I keep breaking that this keeps happening? This? What is happening? Why is that happening? God damn it. What's the problem? Why is that happening? This is exactly the size of the envelope. Oh God. Oh, I see, because... No, I don't see. Don't understand. Ugh. Why? Oh, I see. No, I still don't see. This is got the envelope mask. What? I don't get it. I guess this needs to have this. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. No. I broke something else. What did I break? Oh god. Okay. Why is this not fitting?
I'll get in the proverbial.
Now, the envelope needs to be 3D, and I need this to be 3D. No, I don't need this to be 3D. Just need the letter to be 3D so that I can turn it on its axis, hopefully. So this is Y. And let's open this. Why is there no door behind it? Because I turned it off. Okay, great. So it doesn't actually need to open that much. Just enough to let this guy out. And then oh, right. I'm gonna turn the track mat off on this, because all it needs to do is be behind this. And this guy is going to crawl off screen. I think that was the idea. And he can rotate a little bit while he's walking and add a bit of a curve to that. And then obviously I need to also add actual like movements to the bug as well. I can do the rotation based on the position, I think. But I always forget how to do that. Keyframe assistant. Edit value. No, I always forget where that is. Track position? No. Track motion. Rotation keyframe. There's like a way to do that, but I don't know where it is. I don't remember. So let's undo. I'll just keep this. Oh, I see. It has to be rotated like that. And then this, as soon as this the bug disappears, this whole thing like disappears. And as soon as this is out, this can like close itself again. And then the door can be gone. And then the letter leaves. So we've got this outline. No, we've got that. We've got that. Oh god, lots of groups of things. So I think for this unique opportunity, or this unique reason, I'm going to actually separate the line from the fill, just so I can fade out the fill together with everything else, but not the line. So I'm going to group all of this. That's going to give me a transformation and opacity control on this. And I'm going to put a trim path on this. And I'm going to go start. Oh, why is that weird now? Okay, and that is that. And that should be the end of the scene. Let's see if that matches up with the voiceover.
Be applied. The next
obvious is, oh. Yeah, I don't know why this is so late. Obviously, the next obvious step is execution. Should obviously be this one. So that's a little late here. So that's, yeah, hopefully I have enough frames for that. Oh, the lines on the letter are kind of small. That's weird, seeing as they should definitely be the same thickness as the envelope. Unless, oh no. No, everything's got the... It's got the stroke width thing. Yeah, that's weird. That's super weird because the stroke width is supposedly the same, but it's like clearly not the same. So I don't know what that's all about. That sucks. That's really shitty. Something's not right here. Maybe it's because of the 3D. Ah, that sucks. Maybe I can fake it to be thicker. Yeah, that's super weird. I don't know why it's like that. That's really shitty. Maybe I need to move the flap down a little bit. Yeah, to hide that back bit. But then it doesn't line up on the side. Damn it! Okay. Tell you what. I will open the path on this. How do I do that again? It's like path open, not that one. On this one and this one to be open. Yep, and then we don't have that anymore. Okay. Then... What was I adjusting? I already forgot. The obvious next step is execution. Okay.
System so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execute.
So at this point, really. Where is the letter? Here. So this needs to finish here, which means this guy needs to crawl a little bit longer. Okay, we've got it, I think. I mean, there should be a little bit of overlap, so I might have to change the timing a little bit more, but... Oh,
Put in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next step is execute and right tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execute and right.
Okay, let's render this out fully because this is impossible to watch.
So that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execute and write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step...
Actually, this should probably start at this point. So it's not actually... Yeah, it's like fully finished here, but these two scenes will overlap slightly.
The next obvious step
So the next scene would probably be like here, which so I would actually make this my naming system doesn't quite work anymore because I put two scenes into one. So actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all of these frames and I'm just gonna make a new scene out of them. 070 initial access. Okay. The only downside is that now I have to, like, rearrange everything. So let's take this out of here. Let's put it in here, and it's supposed to start here. So let's just put that on top. And then in here, we'll have delete all markers. We'll keep the beginning. And I'll push everything to the start here. Right, that feels way better. So the end of this scene actually is at this point. So I can cut it here, and I can put an end marker here. I can remove this one, and now
is execution.
and this is 08, and this is 07. There we go.
In with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer.
So I actually want the door to open slightly earlier. And I'll also have it open slower. Okay.
With initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door.
Okay, when it says foot in the door, I already want it to be pretty much open.
Foot in
Foot in the door. Okay, let's see if that timing is better.
door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution and write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer.
Okay, too much stuff is happening too slowly here. Like, this is moving out way too slow. I don't like that. Okay, I want this and this to be faster. Actually, let's have this here. And oh, this is actually not changing, so I'll remove that. Ah, no! Oh no! Great. We've got an After Effects crash. Let's see when the last time was I saved. Oh god, please don't be long ago. It's 7:08. Okay, just 4 minutes ago. So that's fine. That's fine. How long have I been working on this project? Wow, a long time. We can have a look-see. There is a whole series on my YouTube channel where you can follow the entire process. It's collab with Attack, Detect, Defend. And the first installment of this series was... oh no, After Effects super huge. Okay, great. Hang on a minute. Let me just adjust After Effects. Okay. So the first installment of this collab series was, can't see it without clicking on, was on the 20th of November 2020. That's when we started with this project. So almost a year. Oh my god. It's been almost a year. But you know, there's like breaks and stuff, and I went on holiday a few times. I didn't animate over Christmas, and I only stream about an hour, 1.5 hours, so you have to take that into account. But yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so where are we with this? What is the last thing I did? I definitely moved a bunch of keyframes that are now no longer here. Damn it. So I'm pretty sure I moved this to be faster. 1, 2. Let's just have this way faster. So it's like, and I think as it's moving down, it can also just move to this position. No. Maybe an easy ease on this. Hmm. One, two. Let's have this scale finish here, and the scale doesn't exist. And then at this point, this happens, and it's 1, 2 frames long. Oh, starts at this point. Okay. Let's see if that is enough.
And write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution, and malware and tools they'll use later stages. The attack can begin with initial access. The attack can begin with initial
Sorry. No. Let's undo that. Oh, no. So maybe this needs to be just a little earlier. Oops. Yeah. And then maybe this can happen a little sooner.
This is all about getting the system so that further tactics can be applied. The next further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step.
Okay. I think that's it.
Foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution and write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution and write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the...
Okay, there is something going on with this keyframe. It's too harsh when it arrives here. Somehow this is too harsh. Maybe the position, just do with... Yeah. This can travel even longer, I think. Nope. Okay, I want the velocity in to be 75%, but out 0. Let's see. Maybe this can be a bit slower. And then it can be ease. No. No. Also, I could amend this a little bit. Oh, God. It's rotated, like the rotation is finished too soon. Whoa. Nope. Okay. It's too much rotation. Hello. Okay, maybe it doesn't need the... Hmm. Oh, the ride's really funny. I don't like it. It's especially the position. That's weird. What? Why is it doing it twice? Ah. Oh no. Oh, it's not applying the velocity. That's why. Why is this hidden away like this? Ah, that's why. Oops, nope, the other way, that way, okay. Yeah, there's a little bit of a discrepancy between the stroke. I don't know why the stroke is like that. Even though I made the stroke thicker, I think it has to do something with the 3D, right? It doesn't seem to affect it. Oh no. Yeah. That sucks. Now they seem the same. Alright, let's have another look at this.
Next obvious step is execution and write the malware and tools that they'll use in later stages. With the right preparations now in place, the attack can begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution and this is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further this is all about
Okay, something about this arrival is still weird. This, like, arriving in and going down is still weird. I think maybe I'll make this rove across time. Maybe that way it will be a little... Should I make this rove across time? I can't do that. Okay. It's like the way it arrives here is super weird. I don't know. Maybe this needs to be an easy ease as well. Or maybe it shouldn't be there at all. Yeah, I think that's the best one so far. So let's go from here.
This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so...
Actually, I can probably make the beginning, delay the beginning just a little bit. Actually, I can't because it's the proverbial foot in the door. That's where we need to, like, get this. But maybe I can move the mailbox out just a little bit later. Yeah, that's better. I prefer that. It's just a little bit less rushed.
This is all about getting the proverbial begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution.
And I'm going to make this close a little bit more effectively. So let's make this 100. It's too slow. Okay, I think we finally got it.
The tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is...
Okay, so there's some weird, like... when this is fading out, there's like a second line that is appearing for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. shouldn't be a second line. Let me see, stroke. There's only this one, and the stroke is off for that, apparently, so... Not sure why that's being weird. Huh. I don't know why there's like a stroke fade going on. Oh, I know. Because the stroke is below the fill. There we go. Okay. Oh dear.
This
okay.
is all about getting the next obvious step. Step is execution.
And that's also why the stroke was doing weird things. There we go. Then the stroke should be 3, and then... Yep, now the stroke is the same. It was weird because it was behind the fill. Okay. Should be on top of the fill. Alright. Here we go. In its full glory. Yay!
Begin with initial access. This is all about getting the proverbial foot in the door of a computer system so that further tactics can be applied. The next obvious step is execution.
Alright. We've got it in the bag. The next obvious step is execution. So execution is gonna be this guy. And then we've got these guys coming back. And then we've got this fun little thing happening. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna do that, but probably bring in the graphics from this all together. So that's going to be one scene, maybe. Yeah, let's see how we'll do that. All right, folks, thank you for joining me today. Let's save that. I know it was a bit of a confusing one and a bit of technical difficulties, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying the whole process of this animation series, this collab. I can't believe that I've been animating it since November 2020, and it's been almost a year of animating this project, but that's how it goes. It's we've had how many sessions of this? We've had 39 sessions, and let's assume every session was like half an hour, an hour and a half, sorry, not half an hour, an hour and a half. That includes like the briefing and the storyboarding and the illustration and the feedback round that we did with Andy. So it's 90 minutes times 39. Actually 40, because this one isn't in the playlist yet. Times 40, oh my god. That's 3,600 minutes. Okay, so divided by 60, that's 60 hours. I've so far spent 60 hours on this project. Wow. So if let's say I work on this like full time, 8 hours a day. So divided by 8, I think that's how that would work. That would be, well, a week straight, a week and a half. So not a week and a half, 7.5 days. So 7.5 days. So it's actually not that much if you think about it. It's an 8-minute video. A week of full-time work, it's not that much. It's actually very little. Unless my calculations are wrong, of course, that's always a possibility. But 60 hours, 3,600 minutes is approximately how much I spent on this project so far. If, in fact, my calculations are correct and this is 7 days, then that's not a lot of time at all. It's just taken a lot of time because I'm only working on it in 1.5 hour increments. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this done soon. I don't know how soon, actually. And now I'm gonna be working on it less frequently because I've had to scale down my streaming schedule. So my priorities are changing. I've taken on a full-time job, and to give that my fullest attention, and my priority lies there now, I have to rearrange my time and my schedule, and unfortunately that means going on hiatus with work watching and scaling down Animation Collab and Motion and T, the motion design chat that I'm doing. So every other Wednesday there'll be Motion and T. So next week there's Motion and T, and we'll have Andy on as the special guest. We'll talk cybersecurity on Motion and T next week. And the week after next is going to be Animation Collab again on Tuesday. So we're going to do 1 week on, 1 week off between Motion and T and Animation Collab. And I'll still be releasing tutorials, not as frequently as before. So I won't be posting a tutorial each week, but probably every 2 weeks. And other than that, I'll have to see how that schedule works with my work responsibilities and adjust accordingly. So I'll keep you updated, and if you'd like to stay updated, you can sign up to my mailing list. I send out After Effects tips every month, so instead of a video form, it's like written down. And you also get access to a bunch of exclusive perks, like free classes, free 14-day trial of Skillshare membership, project files, expression scripts, all kinds of good stuff. So if you'd like to stay updated on my changing schedule and receive some really cool perks, sign up to my mailing list. And at this point, thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting me and making this possible. If you'd like to support me and join the classroom, you can do that by going to patreon.com/SonjaMGFX. The links are in the description of this video. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee and a Ko-fi.com, both with /SonjaMGFX. You'll find all the links in the description. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week for Motion and T and the week after for Animation Collab. Bye!